So tell us, when the jurors were asking what is reasonable doubt, do we know exactly what they were asking about? Was it about Rick Gates, Manafort? What was at the heart of the question?
Well, reasonable doubt, Sherry, really is at the heart of every criminal trial. This is the standard that the government must meet to prove guilt. And the judge tried to make clear to the jurors, this is not guilt beyond all possible doubt, merely that doubt which is reasonable. So if you have an unreasonable thing like Martians did it, or it was Paul Manafort's evil twin, that would be unreasonable doubt. But if the evidence appears to support what the prosecution is saying, then the jury should feel free to convict. If they don't think it does, then they should feel free to acquit.
Andrew, from a juror's perspective, how complex are the allegations that have been made for this jury to sort out? And does that work to Paul Manafort's advantage here?
You know, that's a really good question, and we got kind of an indication of that yesterday. Among the 4 questions that the jurors sent up to the judge late yesterday afternoon was one asking if he could, or if prosecutors could, key the 388 documents admitted into evidence to the specific counts, 18 counts, to which they relate. So obviously they've got a lot of paper to sort through, and they were looking for that kind of help. The judge had to say no because he can't. It's up to the jurors to make those associations or recall them.
And what's sort of the outcome of this for, I guess, the broader issues going on in the Mueller investigation? So if this ends in a conviction for Manafort, or if this ends in a hung jury, how does that play into sort of the broader investigation?
Well, obviously, the president has led the calls for Robert Mueller to wind down or wrap up his investigation. He's, called it a witch hunt on more than one occasion. Some of his backers in Congress have said similar things. If Robert Mueller wins, it's a sort of a vindication for him. If he loses, that will likely ratchet up the pressure for him to fold his tent and go home.